Dick McGrain, and joining me this morning, Dr. V himself and Paul Kemp. Vaughn Cray with, Vaughn is here to talk about Rock and Roll Rewind as soon as there we go.
Dr. V is in there, is he?
There he is.
How you doing, Dick?
I'm good. How about yourself, Vaughn?
Great. Thanks for having us back here.
Hey, it's great to have you here, and we are close, 2 days away, huh?
Yeah. Practice, practice, practice is what we're doing right now. I'll tell you what.
And that's great. I know that you're not the only guys doing that. I talked to Bobby yesterday, and Dick Busher Tribute Group has spent a lot of time practicing, and a lot of us have been away from the instruments and from playing in a band quite some time, and it does take a little while to get the chops back up where they belong, right?
It sure does. Luckily, Paul's been playing ever since he left Dubuque here, since '76, I believe it was.
Yeah, we left in '76.
Now, so. Paul, where are you at now?
Northern California, Mendocino County.
And you're here just for Rock and Roll Rewind?
Yeah.
Right? Well, how cool is that? Now, you were with a group called Pentagram?
That's right. Andy Woberdang, Mike Adaman, Bob Lavasek, Bonzo. Jim Newman was the drummer, Randy Canham on the sax.
Okay, and now as many of those guys as possible are going to be here. Are they all together?
Well, Jim is no longer with us.
Oh, that's too bad. That's unfortunate. And we have lost a lot of musicians, and there's going to be a little bit of a tribute to them, too, at this thing.
Yep, there is. We've pre-recorded a segment that gives them a tribute. This is really nice. I think, did Donnie Beck do that?
Are you talking about They Are Still in the Night?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he did do that. Yeah.
Really great job.
Yeah, he did. And of course, now, Vaughn, do you have the schedule with you? I know it was printed in the paper, but the show starts Friday night. The first in the series is Friday night. What time does the first band start to perform?
Okay, Ralph Klusman starts at 5:30, goes to 6:05. Then Catch 3 with Andy Wilberding's band. At 6:50, we have Hampton Road starting. At 7:30, we have probably the big thing for Friday night is going to be the Natives reunion, and everybody's looking forward to that.
Well,
I know
I'm sure
we were just talking about them. All the teen dances they played at, and all the happenings around here, they were just great.
Yeah, they kind of set a new standard when they first came out. They were doing things off of the Rubber Soul album, the Beatles' Rubber Soul, and stuff that most of us were kind of hesitant to play with. And they're just excellent musicians. And I know that a couple of them have continued to work all these years, Tom Busson and Bugsy Eaton.
And Kenny Haim.
Yeah, Kenny's still working. And now, is Randy Wilcox, is he still working, or?
He worked for the San Francisco Chronicle. He's kind of retired right now. He's still dabbling in music with David Chalmers out there. Just emailed him yesterday, so we're hoping to either get together on Skype and get a little bit more closer together after a while. But
Dave worked with you and I for a while.
Yes, that's true. Right.
What was it, Green
County House, and I think
lots of places
down at the Tango.
Yeah,
where they loved you.
Yeah, they did.
Girls are throwing everything at you that night.
Yeah, mostly glasses and knives and stuff like that.
We're not going to go into that.
No, let's not.
The night your amplifier caught on fire in Revolt, I think it was something crazy like that. I don't know.
It could possibly be in Revolt. It could have been that piece of tin foil I had between.
That was the foil, that was the fuse.
Didn't have the fuse.
Right.
And all of those things worked, especially when you're about half in the bag and trying to do it in the dark.
Right. At least the 61 was easy to get back to Dubuque.
Yes, it was. It was very easy. Those good times.
Yes.
Good times.
Okay, after the Natives, we have Full Code with Rick Livermore coming on at 8:10. After that, Gail Grether is going to be coming on at 8:50. Then Paul's group, Pentagram, at 9:30. Harry Steve Molly at 10:10. Then the Joey Wayne Band, another classic group that's been around here for ages.
Yeah, Joey's going to do some Roy Orbison, I think.
Right. And then Paul's going to tell you about what's going on Saturday night.
You're going to make me talk now? Oh, okay.
Now get in as close as you can.
All right, I'm going to try here. Let me just see. Okay, Ralph Klusman opens up the show. Looks like 3 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. We got a marathon show on Saturday. Lots of great music. 3:40 Joey Wayne Band, 4:20 Gail Grether. 5 o'clock Pentagram, 5:40 the Fifth Column. At 6:20 the Mississippi Hall of Fame Band. And then at 6:50 Cliche, the Dick Busher Tribute Band. 7:30 the Rebel Band. 8:10 is your special presentation, which is going to be touching and moving, I'm sure. 8:30 Mississippi Today. 9:10 the Dark Side.
The Dark Side, everybody.
With Dr. V. 9:50 Hampton Road with, I don't know.
Denny Bimboon.
There we go. I bought my refrigerator from him. And 10:30, the Blissfield Blues Band with...
Dave and Jim Pregler and I think Ted Rolling's going to play along on the keyboards.
And Headstone at 11:10, 11:50, Harry, Steve, Molly, and then we hope to have a big old final jam session to wrap up a lot of music for a great cause.
You know, and that is for a great cause, and I don't think we've mentioned that. As a member of the board of directors of Camp Albrecht Acres, I can't tell you guys how much I appreciate you guys getting together and putting this benefit on for the camp and all the hard work. And I know it's a lot of hard work. I know you've spent a lot of time arranging things, getting the place, getting the stage, all the kind of things. And we do want to say thank you to Dick Hardig and Hardig Drug for their help in all of this. All kinds of people involved in it, and it's all to benefit Camp Albrecht Acres. But this is going to be some kind of fun. These are groups that you remember from when you were a kid. You're going to get to see them again. They look virtually the same.
Right.
Vaughn looks just exactly like he did
exactly
at the Greene County House.
Right. There's more of me now. More of me to love, I think.
But you still look exactly the same, you know. And
you know, if you turn out the lights, I look just exactly the same.
Boy, I've always said I always look a lot better in the dark. You know, that's just
or the bag over your head. But
well, you know
I'm not going to bring that up.
Either one.
Those were some of the movies you were in, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just the black socks and the watch.
Yeah, and speaking of the dark side, I don't think I ever saw your dark side.
Probably, you probably didn't, because we were playing a lot of teen dances and stuff like that, and you're maybe a year or two older than I am.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, it's crazy stuff. We played a lot of school functions around Dubuque and around the tri-state area, little towns.
No, I'm not talking about the band. I'm talking about your
personal dark side. And I don't think we want to see that, Dick.
It's available on some video someplace.
I'm sure it
I don't
probably
really want
is.
to bring
I
that up
imagine
again.
if I investigate YouTube, it's probably there.
Well, yeah.
One crazed dark side.
Hey, Dick, I think you're a lot like me, because I'm an old radio guy, too, and I think you and I both have the perfect faces for radio.
You know, that's what Paul Hemmer told me. When I told him I was going into, I said, you know, Paul, I would love to get into radio. And he said, well, you certainly have the face for it. And, you know, at the moment, it took me a minute to think, hey, wait a minute. Guys, thanks so much for coming in. Great success. I'm looking forward to being there. Tickets are available at all the Hardig locations, so get out there, get your tickets today. The best way to buy them is 2 tickets for $10, right?
That's right. And if you need more information, you can go to the Facebook DRV site, which I've got to clear something up. Greg Pecos was the one that started that in 2008. So that's how long that site has been there.
And it's just really caught fire here. Over almost, they're close to 650 members now, I think.
Right.
And some great pictures on there. I'll tell you, if you don't have a moment there, just going through and seeing all of the pictures of the musicians that have passed through this area and worked in this area, we've been blessed, Vaughn, with a lot of great musicians in this area.
Paul and I were going through that yesterday. We're looking at some of the clothes people wore. I'll tell you what, Lavender Hill had these wild type of shirts, and I remember when I played with Jim Nakashima, we had leisure suits, you know, polyester. They had big pockets. We all looked like 3 Captain Kangaroos.
Right, and
I'd go home and there'd be half-eaten turkey and dressing sandwich in the pocket.
And it wouldn't even make a dent.
Right, it was crazy.
And the collars would start at your neck and go down to your waist.
Oh yeah, they were red, white, and blue polka dots.
You know, I for a short time, experimented with platform shoes.
And you needed platform shoes. The biggest guy in radio in Dubuque is the smallest studio. I mean, it's like a match, but it's worse than playing at the Black Cat.
That's true.
At least you don't have to bend over to stand up in here.
That's true. That's true. But unfortunately, my experiment with platform shoes, I banged my head on everything everywhere I went.
The air gets pretty thin up there, doesn't it?
It does. Yes, it
You kind of
does.
lose your breath and kind of get faint.
Guys, it's so great to have you here. I'm really looking forward to spending
And
some
so are
time
we.
with all the musicians and reacquainting myself with a lot of the guys that I knew over the years and hearing some of the bands that everybody's worked so hard to put back together. Vaughn, it's great to spend a little time with you again. Paul, it's great having you here all the way from California.
Thank you.
And I can't wait till Friday night, Saturday night, get your tickets.
Right,
now,
and a big thanks go out to Ted Rolling, who's our stage manager, who's providing us with security, and Julie Griffin, who's providing us with the coordination of the whole event. they've all done a lot of work. Greg Pecos again for putting the Facebook site up.
And the court side.
And Courtside and Dick Hardig.
Yep.
Got a big thanks to everybody.
You bet. It's a lot of people involved, and certainly, again, as a member of the board of directors, thanks to all of you for all you're doing for the camp. And I know this is going to be a fun event. What a great way to do something nice for Camp Albrecht Acres and really have a blast.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be
Hope
a good
to see
time.
everybody there.
I hope so too. Guys, thanks again for
You
coming in. I
betcha.
appreciate it.